My name is Dick Filey, and this is John Meyer.
How are you?
We're going to give you a few tips how to keep you and your Christmas tree happy for the holiday season. What we want you to do is come early and choose your tree early. It's not because we're going to run out of trees or you have a better choice early on. All our trees are premiums, number one, which means they're close to perfect, have very few imperfections. So hypothetically, the first tree and the last tree are just as nice. So when you come and choose your tree, we will net it, and most important, we'll give it a fresh cut. The ability for your tree to stay fresh depends how much water it can drink. Now, not all trees drink the same amount. Some drink a lot, some drink less. But it is important that they drink water. So let's give it a fresh cut. In the olden days, they said cut it at an angle, but that makes it very difficult to put the tree straight in the stand. So we give it what we call a square cut. You have to excuse my voice. I helped my little granddaughter, 2 years old, and she had a cold, and guess what? I got her cold. So once a tree is cut, we're going to put it on the roof, or we put it in the trunk, and you take the tree home. As soon as you get home, put the tree in a bucket of water, preferably with Prolong, which is a preservative, which we will give you gratis with every tree over $50. We have the amount pre-mixed, so we just pour it in. So put the tree in the bucket with the water and preferably the preservative. Make sure you check the bucket for water daily. Like I said, some trees drink more, some drink less, but they should all drink some water. Keep the tree outside, preferably on a shady spot, which would be the north side of your house, or at least the east side. If you want to, you can put it in amongst your shrubbery. It will blend in. Leave it netted, so it's easy for you to handle. Another good place would be an unheated garage that keeps the sun and the wind off. Sun and wind are the enemies of the tree. When you're ready to bring the tree in a house, leave the netting on. John, can you hold this? Yes, sir. Now, make sure you have a good stand. And what we like to recommend, if the tree size calls for a small stand, take the next size bigger. Take the medium size. If it calls for a medium stand, take the large size. It just makes the tree that much more stable and safer in the house. This is a very good tree stand. It's Cinco. The nice part about it is it has a very large capacity to hold water, and also instead of the water holding container coming all the way up 6 to 8 inches, this one only comes up to about 4 inches, which means you do not need such a long butt in the bottom. For some of the branches, you can snuggle in between these prongs. What holds the tree up is actually these prongs on the bottom. They're very sharp, and this is what anchors the tree. So you have to make sure that these prongs dig into the tree trunk. We also suggest, and my wife will not let me put a tree up without putting a tree bag on, so we will do that before we put the tree into the stand. This is, in essence, a very large disposal bag. In the old days, it used to come with a hole in the bottom. Now you have to cut one in, but that's minor. So, okay, John, we put it in there. Good. So put it in, put a tree bag up. This way it's out of the way and makes it easier for you to mount the tree into the tree stand. Okay, so John's going to insert the tree in here. We try to center it and then make sure it's on the prongs. And the prongs are so sharp that just by rocking the tree back and forth, it will dig in, and again, that's what will anchor your tree. After it's stuck in a little bit, then you tighten the screws here. Get a little bit. A little more. Okay. Probably not 100% straight, but it's close enough for what we're trying to do. So once you have the screws tightened and the tree is fairly straight, you can tie it and fold this down. Now, every tree has a back and a front. Generally, the way they grow in the field, the sunny side is a little bit fuller than the north side. So what we do to make it easier for you, we try to find the best face for the tree, and that's why we put the price tag. So if you rotate the price tag to the front, that generally means that it's facing the proper way. Once you have done that, cut the netting off. As you see, it's the good side of the tree, and once you take the netting off, let it sit for a couple hours, so it will fluff out, it will fall down, and then you are free to decorate. When you're finished with the tree, oh, I forgot to tell you, try to put the tree up as late as possible. We recommend around the 17th, thereabouts. The later, the better. Of course, if you want to put up a tree real early, like November, maybe that's the time to get an artificial tree, because they only have so much life in them. But if you put them up around the 15, 16, 17, you should be good for the holidays. When you're ready to discard the tree, just pull the bag up, tie it on top, untie the stand, because there's probably water in there still, and take the tree out. There'll be no mess in the house and no green marks on your doors. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
and Merry Christmas.